There we go. We hit record until we're recording. First of all, I want to thank you all so much for coming to MB Treasurista's Ustream class. And what we're doing tonight is a mixed media tag. And I'm kind of excited about doing this. However, I'm probably going to be just as surprised as you will be at the end product because I've made one other tag before, which I can show you right here. I made this one, and that's what Misty used to advertise our class. So it's going to be similar but a little different. But anyway, I got all my stuff here, and I hope that you'll enjoy the class. And if you have any questions, just ask, and I will do my best to answer them. So the first thing that I did, was I got one of the little tags, and these you can get at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or anything like that. Misty also carries the size 8 vanilla tags in her shop. And what I did was I backed this up to a chipboard because there's so much products and stuff on here that I wanted it for the sturdiness. And what I used for my chipboard back here was one of my old 12 by 12 pads, and I just cut it out because I saved the backs and use it for chipboard as well. And it was a pretty thick chipboard, so that's what I used for the back here. And it's just the gray color, you know, that you have on your paper pads. So this is that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to jet sew my tag. And I'm just going to put a light layer of jet sew all over the top. Oh my goodness, I forgot to get something. Lucky enough, I think I have it right here, and I do. So I forgot my molding paste right there, and I wanted to use that. So I'm going to take a little sponge, and I am going to put some jet sew on my tag. Get it open. So let me just, and I just kind of pour it on there, and then I just kind of go over it like this. And I am not at all neat with this. I just smear it on there. And I think, you know, I use the jet sew on here because it really, the color, the sprays, or anything that you use really adheres to it. So that's the reason why I do that. And then I will dry it. And I don't really care if the back gets all yucky because I am going to put a piece of chip or paper on the back. So let me go ahead and dry this. It might be a little noisy for a minute. But this is my second time that I have done a tag for it with the mixed media. And it doesn't take long for this stuff to dry. It's pretty good. But it is a fun and messy project. Okay. Let me just kind of go off the edges here. Just like that. So now you just have a plain white piece of your tag. I sometimes get kind of nervous talking. I can talk when I'm not trying to, you know, teach a class or anything like that. So I just sometimes get a little nervous. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to spray this with different colors of Lindy's. And the colors that I have got, that I chose, was this Ocean Breeze Blue. And Misty is now carrying Lindy's in her shop. So this is pretty fun. So if you don't have it or you need some, check out MB Treasurista. Also, I'm using this Ramblin' Rose Pink right here. And then I'm also going to use this Grab a Guy Gold. And so that's another color that I'm using. And then, of course, I'm going to also spray everything with this Frostbitten Fuchsia. So those are the colors, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray, and then I'm going to dry, then I'm going to spray and dry, spray and dry. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just put this in here, and you can see it, and I'm just going to spray, and I'm just going to do just pieces of it, just like that. And then I also am going to take some of it off, because I just want a very light coat, just like that. And then so it comes out looking like that. I don't know how well you can see that. And then I'm just going to dry it. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Ocean's Breeze Blue. Make sure this comes out good. I just want to cover this up a little bit. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to dry that. And then I'm going to use some of this. And this was that Grab a Guy Gold. Okay. And then I'm going to just spray it just all over. Okay. Let me move this out of my way. Move that out of my way. And then let me dry this off. And as soon as this gets here dried, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so then here is the colors that it comes out like. If you can see that. Okay, so then the next thing that I'm going to do is, let's see, I am going to start laying down a few items so that they can dry. Okay, and I'm going to use some doilies, some paper doilies. I'm also going to use some vintage drip lace that from Misty's store at MV Treasurista. I'm also going to use some, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of this. It is the cheesecloth. This is cheesecloth, and so I'm going to use some of this. And I just want it just so that it has texture in the background. So I'm going to lay this down right here. And I'm going to use my ATG gun. And what I'm going to do is just kind of set this stuff right here. And then I'm just going to put this over here. And then I figure out where I want to put it. Okay. And I think I'll go right about here. And all I'm going to do is just fold it to the back side. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing, so we've got this right here, and what that does, it just gives you texture. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to do it down here. And I'm just going to put a little bit right there, and then I'll put the rest over here. Okay, and it's just like that. Okay, and then I want to trim off the bottom. Okay, just like that. And then let's say the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to layer some lace on here. Just like that. And then I'm going to, let me put this on here. And I'm putting everything down with just my glue gun or my ATG gun. And then I'm just going to layer this right here like that so that I can cut it. I forgot my good scissors. And I'm just going to go around here. Just like that. And then here. Okay. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my cheesecloth on here. And I'm going to say this is all just for texture. Okay. Let me see where I want to layer that. Cut this off a little bit. I have not prepared anything, so you're getting the whole 9 yards. Okay, so just like that. Let me put okay, so now I'm going to trim this around. So have you guys done mixed media tags before? Okay. So now this is what we have. Just like that. So now to keep everything down, I'm going to go over it with some Mod Podge. So that will keep everything in place. And I'm going to just do a fairly light coat of Mod Podge. And I'm doing this so that everything will dry. I want it to dry. Doing this first so that it will dry. Yeah, thank you. And then plus it gives it texture. You can kind of make things kind of raised up a little bit. So this is the tag as it is. I'm going to put it in here so it can dry. I'm going to have to heat, help it with my heat gun. But that's how that's going to come out. Oh, try it again, yeah. So it will stick. So there's that. Set that aside. And then I'm just going to kind of put it over here. And I'm going to start drying it a little bit so that it will get going. thank you. And then also, you know that when you put Mod Podge, or if you put any type of texture on here, that the closer that you put your heat gun to it, it will start to bubble, and that will also give you some texturing as well. Because there's really no right way or wrong way or anything like that. It's just ever how you want to do your mixed media. Like I say, this is my second time that I've ever done a mixed media tag, and you're watching it. Okay, so I'm just going to set this aside here for a little bit and let it still dry on its own a little bit, so I can do some other ones, because I'm not sure if you guys want to be here till midnight. But it would be fun. Okay, so there's how that is right now. So let me set that aside. So the next things that we're going to do is we're going to kind of alter our embellishments that we have. And I have this little round pearl daisy trim that I got from MB Treasurista, and we're going to be adding this to our tag. And then I have some a frame that I'm going to be using that I'm going to alter, and it's the Gothic flat back frame. These are really cute, these little resin frames. And then we're going to use some flowers, some roses. I've got these, and we're going to alter those. And I have some gardenias that we're going to play with, and then some leaves. And then I think Misty carries some of the rose leaves in her store. She also carries a lot of the roses in her store. She has the paper flowers, and they're awesome to work with as well. And then I have these. Okay. And then I have this little lovebird that Misty carries in her store. And these are fun. And then I'm going to also be working with some dominoes. I think, Misty, you have some dominoes in your store too. I believe you do. And then just some other little embellishments. This is a key. And let's see, what else do I want to do? But anyway, that's what I'm going to start off with. Oh, wait a minute. I got to back up a little bit. While this is drying, I wanted to also do some texturing with molding paste. And I'm using this frame, or actually this 6x6 template that I got from Misty's store. And this one is the mini cherry blossom. And this is a 6x6, and you can get it from her store if it's something that you think that you need. Actually, I think you need it because it's gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to add a few places on here. Thank you, yes. Just a few places that I want to have some media on it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my molding paste right here, and I'm just going to go across the top with it. And I'm just going to use a paintbrush, just a small paintbrush. Okay, and I'm just going to go right across the top here. Okay, and I'm going to hold it down. I usually use a spatula, but I thought I would try it with the paintbrush tonight. And let me do a couple over here. Okay. Get just a little bit more. when I craft, I get quiet sometimes, so I apologize for that because I'm kind of concentrating. Let me put that over here. Oh, it didn't come out very well. I need to add that in the water. Okay, but this is how this came out, just like that. Just like that. So let me kind of dry this up a little bit. I think I need to practice my stenciling, but it came out, and it's drying pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Now we're going to play with some of the embellishments. Let that dry over there. I'm going to I'm going to cut. I'm only going to need like maybe 3 or 4 of these. I'm going to go with 4, and I'm going to cut them. So you can use any size that you want. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to let's see. I need this to dry so I can put my stuff on it so that I can so we can start embellishing, because that's the fun part. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of my sprays. Okay, dab it a little bit, and then let me dry that. Like I said, I always like to dry in between my spraying so that the colors don't run together. Okay. Okay, and then you can see this right here like that. Okay, so there's that. And next thing I guess I can start doing is like putting stuff down. I'm going to be adding stuff on my tag so that I can continue to be putting mixed media, or putting the molding paste on there, because I kind of like to have things, well, you'll see. I'm going to, let's see, add this. Let me first get this out and punch out my hole. Use my my big bite. And then I'm going to add this little pearls right over here. I'm going to do those on the, first of all, I need to go back. I want to distress my edges. I thought I was forgetting something. I always like to distress my edges. Oh, don't you just love the commercials? And I use this Dazon Jet Black to do my edges with. And let me go ahead and dry those some. Okay. And then let me, oh, I wanted to add these right here. And these I'm putting down with just my hot glue. And I'm going to put these off to the side. Just like that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to cut my leaves off, or the stems on my leaves. And I'm going to put those down right about here. So how is everybody's weather? We've had some pretty good storms going on the last couple of days. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a little bit of spray to this flower right here, which is the gardenia. I'm just going to add a little bit. And then let me dry this. Oh, me? You lost me for a second? Don't lose me! Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut the back off. And I always fold these over so that gives it a little bit of, it's not so high. And then I'm going to add this right here. Okay, and then I'm going to add this pink rose. I always cut off my leaves. Most of the time I do. So can you guys see me and hear me good enough? Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of blue to this color, to this gardenia. Oh, we've got storms going on right now. It kind of let up a little bit. Let me dry this. Okay, and that's good and dry. Let me put this right in here. Okay. I wish you guys could have a because I can hear or read what your guys are talking about, but I can't hear, and it's easy. I wish could have a conversation with y'all, because sometimes I don't really know what to say. I'm just cutting off the leaves of these little roses right now, and then I'm going to after I get this done, then I'm going to add some more texture to the flowers here. Let me add that right in there. So this is what I've done with the flowers so far. Okay. And then as soon as I get everything on here, then we could start adding some more molding paste and whatnot. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a domino. And let me see where I want to put this little domino. Maybe right there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that here. Okay, and then I think I'll add this little right here. This little pearl trim, little daisy trim, and go across like that. Okay, and I think I'll add this key right here. Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's see where I went to add my frame. And I think I'm going to add my frame. Go ahead and add it. Okay, this is what I've got so far. Okay, so now some more fun stuff comes along. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put some molding paste or Gesso on my tag. And I'm just going to put it all over everything. Okay, so I've added a little bit of my Gesso on here so you can see how it's really lightened up. So I'm going to let this dry for a second. And then we get to spray again. It's all about spraying, all about layering and whatnot. So now I'm going to do a little bit more spraying. And I'm going to get a clean paper towel. Because this time I'm just going to put it in spray in different sections. You can see right here. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get this out of there. And then let me... Okay, and then I am going to cover this up, and I'm going to spray a little bit with the Ocean Breeze Blue again. Okay, kind of wipe some of that off. Okay, and let me dry that. Oh, just keep on going. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do mixed media. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, and then I'm going to spray a little bit of this gold on here. Let me cover this up. Okay. And that's how this is coming out now. Okay. So here's how this looks with at this point. And then let's see, I want to go over it again with a little bit more of the Jetso. Okay. So let me dry this again. Okay. So here's how this is. Now I'm going to spray some white, and that is the frostbitten fuchsia. Now I'm just going to spray all over. Ah, commercials, aren't they fun? So do y'all have any suggestions on anything else I can do on here? I always like to have input from everyone. Any ideas? Okay, now I have is my bird to put on here. And it's my little dove. Thank you. And I want to add just a little, I want to add some Jetso to my dove. I don't think you could ever really. Oh, I will. I don't think you could ever really be done with something like mixed media, because when you think you're done, it's like, oh no, I could do this and I could do this. So I'm going back and just adding some more. Okay, let's see. Here, I was going to add some little pearls. And I forgot to get them out, of course. Sorry, ladies, I forgot to get my pearls out. Let's see, I want to add just a few pearls across here. I always like pearls on my project. I think it makes it really elegant, and I like elegant. Cut these off. Okay, what do you think? I do have some little, let me get my tweezers so I can set these in here. And let me get some that's right here. I have some lace that I want to put up at the top. Let's see, where is my lace? Or my ribbon. I lost my ribbon. Okay. Oh, thank you, Misty. See, I have some of this seam binding that I'm going to put on here, along with some. I'm going to mix my colors. I'm going to put this seam binding, and I believe Misty still carries this in her store. I hope so, because I need some more. And then I'm just going to put a small pink ribbon on here. And then I'm going to accent it with just a little bit of black, with a real thin black. So let me cut these off. And cut these off. And do that. Okay. And then here. Oops, I gotta get my... I gotta put a little brad up at the top so it doesn't come undone.